Hey guys, welcome back. So today is Owen's 12-month update. I can't believe he's already a year old. He's actually sleeping at the moment. He's in bed, which is the only way I was going to get a chance to film this. So you're not going to see him in the video, but I'm going to insert some clips and stuff so you can see. And I mean, if you've been following me, you will have seen his birthday party and his cake smash. I had to go back and watch his 6-month update. I just finished watching it now because I couldn't remember what I spoke about in that one, or like sort of what happened at that time and what sort of happened since. So I'll start with his routine. It's a little bit more consistent now than it was when he was 6 months old. So the only thing that sort of varies is that sometimes he wakes up a little earlier than other times. So usually he'll wait for the day between 6 and 7. It tends to be about 6:30 at the moment. He went through a really good patch where it was like 7 o'clock every morning. That was awesome. And then he'll go through a bit of a rough patch where it's a little bit earlier than that, like sort of the 6 or even before 6. We're still doing, Joe still gets up in the morning with, my husband still gets up in the morning with the kids, and I sort of sleep until about 7:30. So he still does breakfast. So basically the kids get up, Joe will give them breakfast. Owen is eating, he's having still baby rice cereal or something. It's a bit like porridge. He's still having that, but he has started showing interest in like Wheat Bix, Vita Brits. So I think he's had those a couple times. He does like toast too, but we don't give it to him for breakfast yet. He just has the cereal or the Wheat Bix. So then he has his breakfast and he usually plays for a while, and then he usually goes back down for his nap about 9:30, between 9 and 9:30 depending on what time in the morning he had gotten up. Usually I drop off Taylor at school and then we come back and he goes down for his nap. So he usually as well, he'll sleep for about 2 hours in this morning one, which is really, really good. It does happen sometimes that he only sleeps for 45 minutes if he gets woken up. If it's a Thursday or Friday, which is the days that I'm at home and Taylor's at school, he will usually sleep for the whole 2 hours because I obviously can be quiet and not wake him up. He usually wakes up about 11 o'clock and he usually has a play, and then he'll have his lunch around 12. He has either vegetables, which I did a video on making baby food. He still has that vegetable medley for food if he's going to have his vegetables. Otherwise, I've been giving him avocado on toast. I've tried him on sort of some salady things. Like I'm pretty sure at this age Taylor was eating like a salad platter with like cucumber and tomato, cheese and that kind of thing, but he chokes on cucumber. So I keep trying, but I'm not game to sort of give it to him every day yet. He's usually having his vegetables, or like I said, he has avocado on toast. Every now and again he will have a packet of baby food, but that's only if sort of I have run out of time and haven't prepared his baby foods that I make. So that's usually what he has for lunch, and then we play again. He goes down to sleep usually about 1:30 or 2, and then he'll nap until 3 o'clock. He is not allowed to sleep any later than 3 o'clock because if he sleeps longer than that, then he won't go to bed at night. So whatever it happens to, if it's 2 or 1:30, he'll sleep for however long it is until 3 o'clock. When he wakes up, we usually have to get Taylor from school, or if it's a Monday she's home, we'll just play. He has a bath at about 4:30. He used to have it a bit later, but I was finding that time period, I mean, if you're a mum, that time period between like 3 and the bedtime can get very like, oh my God, because you have to get dinner ready, the kids getting a bit whingy because they're like, a bit more tired and they've had enough and rah. So we started doing bath time at 4:30 now, so we've got an event to do in the middle of the afternoon. And he loves bath time. Him and Taylor are having a bath together now in like the big tub. We've moved away from the little tiny baby bath. I think sometimes when Joe baths him, he'll put him in the little baby bath, but I don't bother anymore. I just put him straight in the big bath. He loves the bath. He just sits there and he plays with all the toys. He's got a bunch of bath toys, that's awesome. And then after he's had his bath, obviously it's pajamas, and then he has dinner, which again is his veggies. Sometimes he also has some chicken as well. We've had roast chicken the night before, I'll give him some of that. I usually keep it for a couple of days, so he often has that, which is really good. He loves it. And then he's had dinner, and then about 6 o'clock he gets ready for bed. So he's still having bottles as well. So he has bottles when he goes down for his nap. So it's twice during the day and then at night. Now I know you're not meant to really give them bottles after 12 months old, but he really, really likes them. So I'm not going to wean him off yet. I know it's not necessary. I'm pretty sure when I had Taylor's 18-month appointment with the child health nurse, she told me to stop at that point. She was like, don't do bottles anymore, you don't need to. Because it was to do with the teeth and the milk sitting on their teeth and all that kind of thing. So I will stop, but at the moment he's still having bottles. He's not going to stop. He also usually has one sometimes throughout the night. He does still wake up. He does not sleep through the night. One day he will, I'm sure, but it's not today. He's better now though. He'll go to bed, like I said, at 6, and then he'll usually wake up just once, maybe twice. He's been really sick the last few weeks. He had, I think at his in the cake smash video, he was starting to get a cold then. That didn't really come to fruition. It was the following week, I believe, Taylor got really sick. She had an ear infection and tonsillitis and conjunctivitis, the poor little thing, and then he picked up most of it. He didn't get the tonsillitis, but he got the ear infection and the conjunctivitis. So he was sick all week. He's feeling better today. He's still really snotty and like mucusy, but he's not like in pain, he's not miserable, he's happy again. He's just a bit, you know, have to wipe his nose a lot, which he hates, but you know, he did really good with the eye drops though. I was like, for the conjunctivitis, I had to put eye drops in his eyeballs and he did really, really good. I was surprised because Taylor wouldn't let me go near her eyeball. So milestones, he has started walking. He started walking the week before his first birthday. His birthday was on the Friday, so it was the Saturday before. And Joe was away in Melbourne. He was on a school camp. So I'd been home with the kids all week. We knew that he was sort of starting to want to walk. He'd been like, in my 6-month video, he was already, I didn't realise it was that early. It was like he was like 5 months and 1 week or something when he started commando crawling, and then he started pulling himself up pretty much just after probably I filmed that 6-month video. So we were like, oh, he's gonna walk at 10 months old, of course he is. And then he never did. The week before Joe was due to go on this camp, he you know, he was doing it more. We were like, oh, he's gonna walk soon, he's gonna walk soon. Joe was like, I don't want him to stop and I'm not here, I want to see it, you know, I want to be here. And but you know, what can you do? And then the Saturday, so Joe was about to get on the plane to come home from, they were in Melbourne. So he was about to get on the plane to come home, and I think I was just sitting on the floor with them, I was playing, and I had a, I think I was eating a biscuit or something, it was some kind of biscuit. And Owen was sort of standing up with the key, he was like holding onto the couch, and I was sort of, you know, about 1 meter away from the couch. He just turned around and walked to me to get the biscuit, and I was like, oh my god. I like bolted, I jumped up, I ran to our bedroom, which if you see my room tour, it's like 100 meters. I would have made the 100-meter Olympic sprint here, I was that fast. Bolted down to our bedroom, grabbed the tripod, bolted all the way back, set it up so I could film it so that Joe could see it. While I was running, Joe actually FaceTimed me to say that he was about to get on the plane. I was like, just wait a minute. I ran and then like came back obviously and like set up the camera. I was like, watch. And then I, you know, got the biscuit again. I was like, come on. And he did it again. So Joe got to see, not the first steps, but he got to see like the first couple of steps. So that was awesome. And then I did manage to film like the 3rd time he did it. So I'll insert that now so you can see. He was really, I had to bribe him with the biscuit basically. I can't remember if he actually ate it in the end, the poor thing, but that's how we got him to walk. And then after that he was off and running. Like even the clip that I'm inserting, the clip that you're seeing, that was the 3rd time he walked. Like he could do it. He wasn't just like a couple steps. He was like a marathon, like in baby time. So yeah, he is often walking. He still preferred to crawl for about a week afterwards, but now he really likes to walk. He will often, if he falls down, he'll pick himself up and keep walking. He doesn't just go back to crawling. So that's really cool. Talking, he says mum and dad, and like he makes some sounds, but he's not really saying words. He understands a few different words, but he's not talking back. He's doing this really cute thing that if you're holding him now and he wants to go somewhere, he's like go forth. He like points to where he wants to go, which is really cute. And like he'll sort of go, oh, I want a bottle, or I want food. Like he'll point to where he wants or what he wants, which is really cute. He started doing that about a month ago probably. What else is he doing? He is terrible with his nappy changes at the moment. Like he's never really liked it. I don't think most babies do like it, but he's awful. Like you put him on the change mat to wipe, like to clean him up and everything, and he just flips over. He's over here, he's over there, he's trying to crawl away, he's trying to get the dirty nappy, he's trying to get on the floor. Like it's so difficult. Like if I could potty train him right now, I would, but I don't think I'd have much success with that. Playtime, he loves playing with balls, like basketballs. He's got a full-size basketball that he just like throws around the house, and he's really good at throwing. He can actually pick things up and like actually throw it where he wants it to go. He plays with the balls, like we've got like a ball pit, so those little like round plastic balls. He'll play with them for ages, and then he's got a few that like make sounds and like lights and things when they get thrown. So he plays with them a lot. He got a lot of toys for his birthday that he plays with. He doesn't really play with them properly yet. Like he got like a truck, and he got some drums and like a little tiny drum kit thing, and what else did he get? Like a whole bunch of stuff, and he plays with it, but he doesn't play with it like with its intended purpose. Like he just sort of like, you know, how kids do. He likes books as well, so if he sees a book on the floor, he will go and he'll like turn the pages and look at all the pictures and everything, just on his own merit. He really likes books. He loves Taylor. Like whatever Taylor's doing, he'll want to do it. They wrestle a lot. They love getting in the couch. Like our couch, the cushions used to be like sort of clipped onto the back of the couch. They would come out a little bit, but they wouldn't fly off, like the cushions that you sit on, I mean, and the top ones. And Taylor, they both like get under the cushions, they push it out, and now they all snap, so it's so annoying. But they really like doing that. They like go under the back cushion and like make a tent and stuff, which really annoys me because they're like trashing the couch, but they do love it. He loves music. He loves music. He just wants to dance all the time. Whenever he hears music, he's just like. He also has 6 teeth now, so two top ones, and then he's got 4 across the bottom, and I'm pretty sure there's another one coming through sort of towards the back. He's got the 4 front teeth on the bottom. He's still sort of like in size 0 to 1s. He's not, he's probably just getting into size 1s properly now. With his clothing. I weighed him for his first birthday because I did like a blackboard with all his like stats and everything on it. When I weighed him then, he weighed about 11.5 kilos, something like that. So he's about that, and then I can't remember how long he was. For me, 12 months postpartum, I'm feeling almost normal. Just in myself, my body is still not quite where it needs to be, but it's not terrible. I'm at my pre-Owen weight. I'm not my pre-Taylor weight, but like I said, I think I said in my 6-month video, that's really not probably that achievable for me right now. Not that I was like awesomely fit or anything, but I was, I was young. I was much more toned and tight. I mean, I probably could work on it, but I haven't exercised. I know people do find the time, and you know, if I made it a priority, it would work, but I just don't. I finished breastfeeding at about 9 to 10, it was between 9 and 10 months, I think. I think it was probably closer to 10 months, maybe more than 10 months. I went back to work at the end of my 6-month video. I wasn't sure what I would be doing because I was going back to work in a couple of weeks, and which I only work 2 days a week, so it's not like, you know, all day, every day. But so I had stopped feeding him. I think I stopped a lot of the day feeds pretty much at that time, and then the night feeds I carried on. No, because even on the weekends and things, I would feed him during the day. So he did breastfeed until he was about 10 months, I'd say. It was just on those days that I was at work, my boobs would get all full and they would really hurt. I have finished that now. My boobs are definitely not what they used to be. They are basically just deflated, which is really sad, but that's okay. You can wear a bra and you can make it look good, it's all right. And you know, they served their purpose, they did their job. My hair, in my 6-month video, I was saying that it had all fallen out. It had all been falling out like a lot. And it's coming back now, but I have like, oh, hang on. Can you see this? I have all these little baby hairs and they're so annoying. Like here, yeah, that. So I've straightened them now to sort of get them to go down, but if I don't, they like stick up and it's so annoying. I hate it. But hopefully they're getting to a point where they're a bit longer. The major thing with my postpartum recovery is that I have developed my thyroid problem again. I spoke about this in a vlog a few weeks ago, I think. The hypothyroidism has come back. I'm on medication at the moment, but I always forget to take it. So I'm actually due another blood test to sort of see how I'm going, but I'm scared to go because my doctor's going to tell me off for not taking the medication, because I feel fine. That's the thing, like with the last time I felt terrible, like I felt awful like all the time. So you know, if you feel bad, you know, oh, I've got to take medication, but I don't feel bad this time. I feel like myself, but it's just only if I sort of feel my heart. Actually, it's not too bad today. I did take them yesterday, so maybe I will remember to do it from now on. Yeah, but the only reason I sort of realised that it was happening again is because I knew the symptoms to look out for. It wasn't because I was feeling bad, it just was that my heart was going fast and that kind of thing. So I do have those thyroid problems again. He did say last time that it wasn't set off by pregnancy, but I'm pretty sure it was, because it is too much of a coincidence that it happened, you know, at the year mark with both of my kids, like postpartum with both of my kids. So that's back, and I'm managing that. Hopefully I will start taking my medication again and it will clear up. You know, I think it took about a year with Taylor, 9 months to a year to clear up. So hopefully that doesn't take too long. What else? Emotionally, I'm doing fine emotionally. Every now and again I sort of have a day where I just feel like, you know, I've got to clean, I've got to look after babies, like how am I going to do that? They're like, I don't know how anyone, I see people that have immaculate houses, okay? And I have to believe that they probably have a junk room or something where when someone comes over, they just stuff it all in there, because I do not know how anyone with more than one child has a clean house. It is impossible. You'll be cleaning one room and then the other room is getting trashed at the same time by those children. So who knows? Days like that, I feel like things are getting on top of me and I get a bit sad that I am not coping like I should. I'm not the domestic goddess that I want to be. But other days I'm like, I'm not a domestic goddess. that's fine. I'm doing okay. Like, I want to do a house tour, but I can't get my house clean enough to where I'm happy to do that because it's embarrassing. I went back and looked at my previous house tour, which was like before we started doing anything in the house, and so much has changed. I just want to go through and show everything and document it for myself as well, because I like looking back on these things. But I just am not confident to do that because my house is always trashed. Overall, I am doing well. I actually feel like I've aged a bit, like looking back at the 6-month video that I've done and looking at me now, I feel like I look my age now, whereas before I looked a bit younger. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I'm gonna leave it there because I can't think of anything else that I wanted to talk about. If I've left anything out that's really obvious and you want to know the answer to it, just let me know down below and I will answer you. I just having a brain fade right now. So yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.